Maybe. There we are. It quit going in circles. Hi, happy Sunday.
Hello, folks.
Get this camera around a little bit so you can see us better.
Good to see you. Well,
It is.
more
When we see
accurately,
you.
it's good to be seen.
Soon we'll see you. We're just a few minutes early, so it's not a problem, really.
I did put a quick notice up on Cibolo shirts and my
Okay.
stream. So
Good.
I don't know if we'll get any business from there, but
Might
in
as
any
well tell
case,
them we're here. We got 4 people signing in right now. Before we get started, I want to say welcome back, honey.
thank you.
It's good to have
It
you
is
back.
good to be back. Oh,
Scoot it
I
over.
forgot my lists.
There we go.
Where'd I
Hello,
put those?
Howie.
I can't
Ricky
even,
BG, good to see you too.
I forgot our list of names, and I'm not sure I can even tell you where they are.
Well, we'll just have to
Yeah.
play dumb and let everybody tell us again.
I'll just have
Hello,
to be.
Fork and Allotment. It's good to see you.
I'll just have to look dumb and stupid like I usually do.
Thrifty, thank you very much for praying for us. Those
Yes,
prayers made a
thank
huge
you.
difference.
I'm always convinced that there is power in prayer. I've seen it in my own life and in others. So you're preaching to the choir whenever you say that there is power in prayer, because I know firsthand.
We've seen that power work in the last 2 weeks. So,
Yeah, it's been a rather interesting journey. It really has.
pardon?
It's been a rather interesting journey
Yes, it has.
about the last 3 weeks or so.
Yes, it has.
Certainly reminds you of your the frailty of life, and whenever you see so many people fussing all over you and looking at you really kind of oddly, it reminds you of your mortality as well. So,
Well, when
but
a
it's
few more
been,
people get here, we're gonna kind of go a little into specifics and tell you what happened to David over the last 3 or 4 weeks. Hello, Susie. It's happy Sunday. It's good to see you. I was just saying, when a few more folks get signed in and here, we're gonna tell David's story over the last few
all
weeks.
those hematomas. Look at all that.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Man, that looks pretty ugly.
And yes, Susie, he is better than he was. Carrie, you made it to a live stream. Yay! Welcome. Good to see you. Carrie usually is busy and can't get here, so.
Oh, well,
But we
welcome.
chat at length on email, so. Wonderful. I will stay around then for you, Susie. Are you going to go at? I'm usually on for 2 hours. Are you going to go after that, or are you going to go after my first hour?
Well,
The only reason why I'm asking is because today I was considering stopping after the first hour.
I probably will.
Yeah, because I don't want him getting really tired. You have your earplugs in, and you're all hours for a while. Thank you, Carrie. Hi, Heaven's Essential. Good to see you again today. I saw you over at Mimsy's, didn't I? Amy, yay! Hi.
Well, hello, Amy. I'm doing a lot better. Thank you for asking. Here in a few minutes, I'll kind of tell my story a little bit more detail. It's not that it's all that interesting, but it was interesting to me.
A lot of folks have been asking about you, honey. I think it's going to be interesting for everyone. Thank you. Okay, well, Susie, I tell you what, I knew he was going to stop after an hour, and I really prefer to be near when he's up and moving around so that I can do what he needs. So I'll stop after an hour or two, and then we'll do yours. And that'll make it a lot easier.
Besides, I got golf to watch today.
I'm sorry?
I have golf to watch today.
Oh, yes. Yes.
Today's the final round of the Pebble Beach.
Mm-hmm.
And that's
Pro-Am,
usually,
right?
yeah. Well, yeah, it's a pro-am, but it's pretty interesting usually. At least the final round is.
Thank you
Amy, very much for your prayers. Kate and I have been talking about, she's been kind of expressing some reservations about whether or not she was going to make it down to see y'all in June. And I've pretty much told her, I said, look, if we have to hire somebody to come in and babysit me, that's okay. The only real issue is somebody take care of the birds, or who can help me take care of the birds. But I'm determined to get her little butt down there in June. So don't sell her seat yet. Speaking of selling seats, I don't think we've told you all. Maybe Kate has, but they're having a little thing here in Cibolo Church where we live
No, I haven't told.
for Valentine's Day for the seniors.
It's called the senior
And,
prom.
And up until recently, Kate and I were going to be the guests of honor. And why, I don't know, but we were. And then, of course, when I went in the hospital, all that kind of went up in the air. But since I've gotten back out, I'm feeling better. I really want to go to this thing, mainly just for Kate, because I think it'd be kind of an interesting experience. But
Thank you, Amy.
we're trying real hard to get back on track to go to that Valentine's Day ball. So hopefully we'll be going. The theme for it is the Roaring Twenties. Unfortunately, I don't have any. I don't have a zoot suit or any of that kind of stuff, but we'll still probably go anyway. They said they were going to come and pick us up.
Hello, Irene.
Oh, the Indy 500 is on today?
Iron Firehorse. Irene.
Yeah, Irene, hi.
I think that's Irene.
I didn't realize the Indy 500 was on today.
Yes.
Huh.
Okay, we've got quite a few on. Do you
Okay.
want to tell a story, or shall I?
If you want to, go right ahead. You probably do a better job of it than I would. So
Okay.
go for it.
On about January the 20th, David had some chest pains and some difficulty breathing and got very weak. And we watched him very closely and thought that he had a, what kind of a spasm? Esophageal spasm.
I wasn't really in any pain. I didn't have any chest pains. I just felt real bad.
Yeah. But anyway, we watched him for 5 days and he didn't get any better. So on the 25th, we took him to the hospital. Or actually, the ambulance took him to the hospital. We called for the ambulance, and here comes the biggest fire truck I've ever seen. Zipped through down the driveway, and then behind that came the ambulance, and they got him all loaded up, took him to the hospital, and I followed behind. For 5 days, they kept running this test and that test and trying to figure out what was going on, watching his heart rate, because his heart rate would jump up and down. 1 minute it'd be 65 or 70, the next minute it'd be 130, then it'd go down to lower than that and back up again. And there didn't seem to be any rhyme or reason as to why it was so out of kilter. Well, they finally decided that he had something called AFib, which basically is some of the muscles in the heart beating weirdly.
There's 4 chambers in the heart. There's 2 upper, 2 lower.
Right.
In the upper chambers, that's where everything starts. It sends electrical signals and blood down to the lower chambers, which are the ventricles. And anyway, the lower chambers. And then the electrical signals get passed down from the top to the bottom. It squeezes rhythmically, and blood is sent throughout the body. Whenever you have AFib, those signals get kind of messed up. And what happens is the lower chambers go into what they call a flutter, where they're not beating rhythmically, they're kind of spasming, and your blood is still getting pushed out, but it's not being pushed out in what you could call a consistent way that is conducive to health. So what was happening to me was, without any symptoms, I mean, I had no symptoms at all. My heart rate was going up into the 140s. And this AFib was just, my heart was basically in kind of a spasm. And I didn't know it. So they were pretty concerned about that and slapped me in the hospital real quick once they kind of figured out what was going on. They had all these leads hanging off my chest and IVs going in both arms and a whole bunch of people hovering.
Including
Yeah,
me.
that
Fibrillation.
constant fibrillation, that is the third, the kind of the third stage where they can't control it and they just kind of live with it and medicate for it. But it's not supposed to be, it's not fatal in and of itself by any means. But they got, if you don't mind, I'll
Go
go
right
ahead.
ahead. You're doing a good job.
So anyway, they slapped me in. They want to keep an eye on me for a couple of days. Just kind of
5
see how
years
things are
program.
going. And after a couple of days, they do decide that this is AFib and that besides
Howard.
the COPD and the AFib and everything else, that they need to do what's called an ablation, which is another word for burning. So they go in with a camera light and what I can only say is like a soldering iron. And they go in through your groin and then up through your venous system and get back into the heart. And they basically just go in there and kind of torch certain little areas in the muscle and paralyze her to destroy it, because that's where the erratic signals are coming from. And somehow or other, they've got a way to identify those regions. But they did that. It worked well. My heart rate's back down now to where it's running between, I'd say, 65 and 85 most of the time. And my pulse rate's good. And so that's good. My blood pressure is good.
With again.
These, the oxygen levels are good. So I'm kind of back on my feet. I'm slowly getting stronger. Or I can feel like I am anyway. When I first got home, I was washed out for a good couple days.
Yeah.
And I'm starting to feel like I'm getting a little bit of strength back. So that's kind of where we're at. And I came home on my birthday. And
we didn't celebrate a birthday.
Didn't do much of that. So
we'll do that another time.
Yeah, been just kind of laying around a lot. And I got a lot of lists I have to go through. I've got, there's major changes in my eating habits. I was supposed to cut down on my salt a lot. Just some stuff that I got to go through. So anyway, that's where we're at.
Now, one thing that he did not say and that I didn't have a chance to say yet is during this whole thing, people were praying for us. We had whole churches praying for us and folks all over the internet, and all of y'all said you were praying for us. And you could truly feel the Lord taking care of us and feel those prayers going up. And it's amazing. It truly is amazing how those prayers worked to help him get better and to keep me strong while it was going on. So we want to thank you guys so much for all the prayers.
I don't know, some people might say that I'm just imagining it, but you feel yourself being lifted.
Mm-hmm.
You do. You can feel the goodwill, the prayers, the thoughts,
Thank you, Amy.
The good wishes, all of that stuff. You can feel it. And I'm convinced that prayer works. So medication ain't bad. I'm glad the doctors and nurses were all there.
Right.
I rather doubt that prayer only would have done this,
that.
Although I have seen that happen too. But, this time I needed medical intervention, and it was there. It was in time. And I guess you could say it probably saved my life.
Right.
Okay. Bandana Grandma. Yep. That's
and Lisa Clark has had that experience.
Yep.
Amy.
Prayers do work. Prayers are, they can
I
do
agree,
amazing
Amy.
things.
I agree. I know it certainly was a real present for me that he was well and able to come home.
Yeah, I wasn't too worried about whether or not there was a birthday present waiting for me here. Just getting home was good enough.
So what are you guys doing? Have anybody of you started your gardening?
Yeah, let's get back on something a little more positive.
I know I've got some things to put in the ground, and I'm going to be picking up some new pots this coming week. I found a lady who on, what's it called, Marketplace on Facebook,
Yeah.
that sells the big 55-gallon plant pots, the great big ones they use in nurseries for $5 a piece. And I've got all kinds of things that need to go in. So I'm going to get some of those and get things going.
Wow, Amy got 74 plants started.
Wow.
That's impressive.
Yes, it is. I've got enough starting stuff out there to make that many, but I haven't put anything in it yet. I've sort of been a little bit distracted. Food forest planted fruit trees in the Rocky Hill Food Forest. Yes. Oh, that's amazing. That place is amazing. Is that the one that you've done several videos on, where the gentleman whose property is went in and built soil in the rocky areas, right, Howie? See you in a few minutes, Iron Firehouse. I'm not sure who you're talking to, Lisa. We didn't get any snow. That much I can tell you. Oh,
well,
good.
Actually, one night last week there was actually a snow flurry.
Yeah, but it didn't stick on anything.
Oh no, it didn't stick.
Howie says that is the one. That is an amazing piece of property. I followed it on all of your videos, and he took a bare rocky hillside that really had nothing on it and made it a food forest, and it is incredible.
Huh. Whoa, trying to get 4 inches of snow today.
Oh my. Lisa, you got snow in Austin last week? Wow.
Let's see. We got some seed sowing, tomatoes, chilies, peppers, eggplants, and sunflowers. Wow, you've been busy.
Yeah, that's amazing. Oh, good. I'll watch for it, Howie. Howie's got a new video coming out in about an hour. That's excellent. Lisa, you can't. Oh, I see your last frost date is May the 25th. Oh, my. Yeah, you don't dare start earlier. You'll end up having to grow them indoors the whole time.
Yeah, we don't have to worry about that too much down here. We can have frost, but it's pretty isolated when we do.
Well, and it doesn't last. I mean, a few hours is all it is. But with the really sensitive plants, even just a few hours will kill them.
True.
I had one that I put out on the new banister by the steps, and it killed it. I'm not sure it's going to come back at all. And I just put one of those out there. It was a pretty plant, and I thought it would look nice, and it got chilled, and it's turned very sick. Oh, well, goodness. Good morning.
Hello there.
That was Karib. He wants to be out here with us. Amy says no snow. It's a sunny 70 degrees here and supposed to get some rain for the next few days. Well, there's no snow here either. I don't know what the temperature is, but it's been raining off and on already all day today. Oh,
yeah, it's kind of a dreary day actually here, but I think it's in the 60s right now.
Yeah. It's at least in the 60s, maybe in the very low 70s. I don't know. I know it's nice enough that I could wear shorts if I wanted to.
Yeah, it is too bad that warm, sunny weather can't be sent by UPS.
Or even
I'll tell you what, they'd be the richest company in the world if they could do that. No doubt about it. Can you imagine if you could deliver weather?
That would be cool.
You would have one bodacious business.
Yes, there would. A new greenhouse. How cool. That's wonderful. sitting in the house while Storm Ciara dies outside. Ah, okay. Amy says the rain is headed there tonight. Definitely don't need any more rain. Yeah, you're kind of sitting on a wet sponge right there right now, aren't you, Amy?
Yeah, and Lisa says they're getting rain up in Austin too. So
Well, it's been off and on raining here. It's not been a constant thing. It'll rain a few seconds and then it'll stop and then back and forth. Carry garlic, winter onions in the greenhouse, waiting for the moment when it's dry outside to plant them. I hope we get decent weather soon. I'll be getting strawberries and raspberry plants to put in. Yum. You know, I would really like to have a big strawberry bed, but I don't want them for the berries, although I like strawberries, but I want them for the leaves because I make strawberry tea out of the leaves, and it's absolutely delicious, and I would drink it all year round if I could get that many leaves. Rain is starting now. Oh, my.
Oh my, 70-mile-an-hour winds. That's bad.
Tie yourself down, Carrie. Don't blow away. That's a lot of wind.
Where is Carrie? Where is Carrie? Do you know?
I know she's told me, but right at the moment I can't bring it to mind. Carrie, where are you? I'm sorry, I don't remember. My mind has just kind of disappeared on me today. I think it has something to do with the fact that I'm sleeping very fitfully the last few days. Let's see, barefoot chicken. Basically, what you do, barefoot chicken, is you just pick the leaves, put them in a teapot, pour boiling water over it, and let them steep for 10, 15 minutes, and then you have wonderful tea, and you can drink it just like that. Amy, it is delicious. It really is. Let's see.
Oh, Southwest England.
Yes, in England.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm sorry I didn't remember, Carrie. I couldn't bring it to mind.
70-mile-an-hour winds, so that's pretty rough.
However, barefoot chicken, once I get some strawberry leaves, I'll be happy to do one. I also like to do mint tea. And so what I might do is several homemade tea versions. Actually, Bandana Grandma, I have not tried that with the strawberry simply because I haven't had any since I got my dehydrator. I do that with the mint all the time, and I have a nice supply of lovely tea bags that I got on Amazon that are easy to fill, and they work very well. So
97-mile-an-hour winds over in the UK. Wow.
Wow, who's getting that?
That's Forking Allotment.
Wow, that's amazing. Oh, well, I'm glad you're excited because I love them. Blackberry tea from the leaves. You know, I hadn't thought about that. We do have some blackberry plants out there. I can go gather some leaves and try that.
Yep.
I do too.
Well, I know they're on the coast of the UK. That you're right. That's a maritime climate. 70-mile-an-hour winds are normal.
Mark, you made it. Hello. I'm so glad you got here.
Welcome. Thanks for coming by.
Let's see. Good to see you. Who are you?
Oh,
Why, thank you very much.
I'm
This
Kate's
is my
husband.
hubby, my other half, my better half, in my personal opinion. Boysenberries. I hadn't thought about it. You know, I have 2 mulberry trees. I wonder if you can make mulberry tea from the mulberry tree leaves.
Is there any medicinal value in the strawberry tea?
I don't think so.
Probably
If
not.
there might be, but I just know I like the flavors, so I make them. I'd never thought of blackberry either.
Southern Vancouver. I'd love to see that area. I really would.
Forking Allotment is inland UK, so the weather is not, or the wind is not so bad there. Mark says it's windy and stormy, and he's been mopping up water in the back of the kitchen.
Wow.
Leaky roof, I hope not. Bandana Grandma, maybe strawberry, maybe raspberry too. I have those as well, just haven't tried it for tea. Well, I tell you what, sweetie, you can have all the raspberry you want. That's one berry I do not like. I don't like the flavor of raspberry in anything, which is too bad because it's one of his favorites. Frustrated gardener now has to go fix a cup of tea. Well, I'm not drinking tea today. I'm drinking grape juice today. I was cleaning, which reminds me, um, I am reorganizing my pantry because we
Oh, you
found
ought to
some
see it.
shelves that work, and we
Ah,
bought
single
some of
man.
these
Hello
little-
there.
Hi, Eli. We found someone that would help us set up the shelves, and we've gotten them set up. And now I'm going through cleaning all the bottles, putting them all up there, being sure everything's great. And I going through there, I found that I had about 7 or 8 gallons of grape juice that's getting close to its expiration. So I'm drinking grapefruit juice or grape juice for the next few days. I don't want it to go bad. I guess I could make some grape jelly, but that would be a good present, you know? Maybe for Christmas or something, I could make some grape jelly. Maybe I'll do that.
Yeah.
Or I'll make some to take to the Bayou Bash.
There you go. That'd be better. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Yep.
Did you hear what Susie said? From the size of my jug, she
Yeah.
ought to go by. That's funny. Oh, goodness. Actually, Susie, I drink 2 or 3 of these a day filled with something. Tea, water, fruit juices. I never know, but I drink at least 3 of these every day. Amy chimed up with grape
Yeah.
jelly is
Now,
good. So
homemade grape jelly is good.
I'll be bringing you some.
The
then.
stuff that they give you at pancake houses.
Nasty.
Blech.
That's all right. I'll make good
Yeah.
stuff. Good. That's what I can do with some of this.
Yeah, you could.
I've got so many
You
different.
did your strawberry jam from the stuff you bought at the store was really good. So maybe this from
And
grape juice would be good too.
I did the apple jelly. One of the first ones
Yeah,
I did
you
was
did
apple
was
jelly.
from your apple juice. True.
Sorry
Yeah.
about the noise, guys. The birds decided they want to talk.
They're going back and forth here.
Yes, Susie says good on me. She struggles.
That's
drinking
true,
it out.
Amy. Homemade is always better. You're right.
Well, the story behind this cup, bandana grandma, is my best friend's daughter was in the hospital. She had a very severe car wreck. And I was just spending a lot of time at the hospital. When her mom couldn't be there, I was there. And those were the cups that they gave the people in the hospital, the patients in the hospital. And because we were there so much, the nurses gave her mom and I each one of those cups. Well, her mom didn't want it, so I ended up with 2. And then the daughter didn't want hers when she got out of the hospital, so I ended up with 3 of them. And I absolutely love them. They keep the drinks really, really cool, and it's wonderful.
Eli said that his mom made grape jelly, but he can't.
He can't? Why not?
I don't know.
Eli, why can you not make grape jelly?
Maybe after you do your video, he'll be able to.
There you go. Lisa Clark, red plum preserves. I have got, I'll have to go back and look. I've got either 6 or 7 jars of plum preserves back there, and we rarely eat them.
I had some the other day.
Yeah, you did.
They were pretty good.
Thank you.
They're not my favorites of what Kate has made, but they're good.
Hello. I like that name. Do you have another name we can call you other than I thought you told Kay Kittrell what your name was, but I don't remember it. I'm sorry. Eli, is it that you don't know how or that it just doesn't turn out for you? To add chia seed, now I'd never thought of that. Do you use pectin, Eli?
Yeah, I was going to say, it seems like pectin would do the job.
Oh, him
Call
or
her
her yummy. That's cute. Okay, you are now officially yummy. That's great. Yeah, I guess I'll have to do
Do a video on grape jam
I was
or
going to say
grape
maybe
jelly.
a couple of different jellies, because I've got a lot of fruit juice back there.
Well, it sounds like there's, obviously a lot of people seem to like the jellies and jams. So,
Mhm.
yeah.
I need to do
What
that.
else have you got? You've got the grape juice back there. What else you got?
I've got grape juice. I've got apple juice. I've got some orange juice, but that really doesn't make a very good jelly.
Yeah,
I
not
know
unless you
how to
can,
do
not
that.
unless you can do a marmalade out of it.
Um,
The pantry is coming along very nicely, by the way. I finally got in to see it the other day. The 2 sets of shelves that Kate bought some weeks ago, we finally got those put up with the help of our the young man that does some
Ned.
work for us, Derek, and she's been in there ever since, pulling stuff in from back here where we have everything stored right behind our monitors right now in the what I guess you could call the dining room.
Yeah.
She's been hauling stuff in there and filling those shelves. It's made a huge difference. At least you can see the floor in there now, where before you couldn't see the floor.
No, there was
And
just
she's
too
got
little-
everything really arranged categorically now, so that she's got her different types of products in certain places. We've got enough food in there to last us easily a couple of months.
Yeah.
So she's done a really good job of putting together a really good larder for us. Everything from chicken stock to fruits and vegetables and dehydrated stuff and just all kinds of things.
Plus canned goods that I got when I was getting food from the pantry, from the food pantry.
Yeah,
I have quite a
yeah.
few of those in there too. So
Saudi Arabia?
yes, I remember now. Ahmed,
Wow.
yummy is Ahmed.
Well, welcome from
Yes.
Saudi Arabia.
Hi, Homestead Remembrance. Yes, as you can see, he is recovered.
Yeah,
very well.
I'm coming back. It's kind of a slow process, but I am coming back. So
When I finish getting all this stuff out of the dining room and back into the pantry, I am going to do a video on a pantry tour. So, Frustrated Gardener, I was just saying that's what I plan on doing. I wish I had thought to at least take pictures of what it was like before I started, because the difference is just shocking.
yeah, that's for sure.
Just shocking.
That's for sure.
But I didn't think of it, so oh well. Let's see. A couple of months, 2 years here. I think I missed something, Eli.
What's that about? Maybe working on pantry.
That could be. Ahmed, I am almost always happy.
Yeah, she is. It's really irritating.
Yeah, I do too, Frustrated Gardener. I like to try and remember to do at least a before picture. So.
Yeah, Eli's talking about his pantry.
Oh, okay.
Been working on it for a couple of years, huh? Oh, got enough in there for 2 years. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. We may have enough in there for 2 years.
There's some
too.
things in there
Depends
we
on
have.
what you want to eat.
But it also would depend on your rationing.
Yes. It wouldn't last very long at all if the Homeland Security or whatever it's called could come in and take everything. Thank you, Frustrated Gardener. I remembered that you were D after I said something. We forgot to bring our list in today.
I need to, that Lasix is going through me, so
Okay.
I need to,
All right.
I'll be back.
Yeah, I have these shelves are 5 shelves high. They're 72 inches tall, 3 feet deep, and I think they're about 5 feet long. They're really, really big metal shelves. And I have one shelf on that set that is nothing but my home canned pears in a light syrup, because we have some trees on our property. They're very prolific, and it just hurts me to have them rot and fall off the trees and go to waste on the ground. So for the last 3 years, I have been canning pears like crazy. Let's see, what did you say? Badges don't know about won't hurt you. That's true. That's true. So anyway, I've got all of those. And then for a long while, until just recently, actually, David and I would go, or I would go David and I qualified for, and I would go to what our local food pantry calls a mobile pantry, where you go twice a month, drive up. Hi, Anna, good to see you. And they've just put food in the back of your truck. And I had three other families who all qualified, but they couldn't transport. They didn't have vehicles or whatever. So twice a month, I would go up there, get the food, bring it back, sort it out, and give some to each family so that we all had some. Well, when that happened, I would get things like 50 pounds of onions at one time. No, Dandy, be quiet. 50 pounds of carrots or something like that. So I would portion those out. If they were cannable, I would can them. If they were dehydratable, I would dehydrate them. And then I would give them to all of the families. So I have a lot in the pantry that came from things like that. And Eli, I would agree with you to an extent that these families that I was helping literally would not have had food to eat if they hadn't done that. Dandy, that's enough. No scream. He wants attention. Anyway, they literally would not have had food to eat if I had not done that. And one of them had 6 children under the age of 10. So I was getting food from the government, yes, but I was also giving it to the people who truly, truly needed it. And that's why I did it. But that's also why I ended up with a lot of canned goods, because they gave it to us. Now, tell David to stop strangling the birds. Fizzy, that's their normal call. That's the way they talk. They're very, very loud birds, and they just love to scream. They really do. Anna, please tell poor boy thank you very much for the sermon today. It really touched my heart. I didn't get to stay for the whole thing, but I really, really loved what I did get to hear. Barefoot Chicken sounds like you were a huge blessing to those people. Well, I hope so. Some of the people that I would take the food to, I did not really know at all. I had heard about them from someone else and heard that they needed it, so I took them. Some of them were family members and friends, so I wanted people to eat. I really did. I just can't stand people being hungry. You can't come to my house and not eat something. That just doesn't happen. I'm kind of an old-fashioned Southern lady from that standpoint. I like to feed people, and I like to feed people a lot. Let's see. Yes, Amy, it was a blessing to bless someone else. And what's really nice is sometimes those blessings would go from me to another person, and that person would bless another person. So we had a chain of blessings going on. Now, unfortunately, most of the people that I had on that list have moved on. They've gone to other places. It's a Southern feed. Got to feed everywhere. Yes, it is, Amy. You're right. A good friend of mine manages a local food bank. All I'll accept is what would go to the landfill. I do that too, Eli. I'll take the food that would go to the landfill and find a way to use it for other people. You're right. You visit me and you will probably gain pounds. What's really funny is when we hire people to help us, like I had several people that I hired when we were moving into this place to come and help us. And they came every day for 2 weeks. And by the time the 2 weeks were up and we were all moved in here, one of the young men that was helping us had gained 3 pounds. So I even feed the folks that I'm paying to come help me. I like people to eat. Well, hello, Donna. Welcome. I'm so glad to see you. Thank you. I'm glad you think I look good. My headband keeps sliding back, but oh well. Folks, Donna Sullivan is my dearest longtime friend. She and I have been best friends for 38 years, so treat her well. She's wonderful. Leslie Oliver, you're here too. Thank you for dropping in. Actually, David is improving. He was here with us a few minutes ago, and he'll probably be back. Thank you so much for stopping in. Now you're going to gain more weight in June. Probably because, Amy, I'm going to get Abby in there and we're going to do some cooking together. And I'm probably going to bring my Instant Pot as well as my dehydrator. Speaking of Instant Pots, I now have a list of several of the things I'm going to be doing. And probably, if David is stable enough this week, I'm going to start doing videos again. But he has to be stable enough to edit them because I don't know how to do that. But I have a whole list. I think I had 18 or 19 different things that I was going to make, starting with very simple stuff and going up to full meals. So y'all get ready for some Instant Pot stuff. And I also got a box that had all kinds of extra things to use with the Instant Pot to make using it much easier. Honey Leslie Oliver is here, the person from Australia that I'm always getting emails and things from.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he says that he hopes that you're improving.
Yeah, I am. Welcome.
I'm glad you think so, Mark. You know, it was funny. I tried very hard not to get an Instant Pot for a long time. But basically, it wasn't that I didn't want one. It was that I was too cheap to spend the money to buy one. And then David wanted to get me one for Christmas, and I found one that was very inexpensive, but new.
Hi, Donna.
So we bought it, and I have had a blast learning to use it. The food is so much easier to do. No, Ahmad, I have not met the Queen of Britain. However, I can tell you, oddly enough, we did some research on our family tree many years ago, and it turns out that she is like a third or fourth cousin of mine.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. We didn't know
That
it
puts
either.
you in the royal line, darling. You
No,
got to be a little more removed
No,
than that.
I'm not interested. Don't want to do that. But yeah, we found out when Prince Charles came over here, and KJ met him. Her class went to the airport when he flew in through Austin, and they started talking she started telling my dad about it, and he did some research and said that we're multiple generations aside, but we're supposed to be related to him. I don't know. I didn't check on it, but that's what they said.
Well, if you expect for me to start calling you Your Highness,
No way. I'm not.
That ain't happening.
I'm not hoity-toity, hon. I'm just plain old people. David, are you not using your power chair? Oh, Barefoot Chicken.
There's a little story there. Chair's broke. Kate broke it. The other day when I came home from the hospital, somehow or other the chair got kind of tangled up going over the sill of the front door, and something got knocked loose some way, shape, or form. And I've been in touch with Tim Turner, the guy who gave me the chair, and we've tried a couple of times to work our way through it and figure out what's going on. It's got to be just some loose connection or something somewhere, but it has eluded us so far. And I was in touch with Tim yesterday, and he's sending us, or hopefully he's looking for a new joystick assembly to send us to see if that does it. And we'll see.
Yes,
but
Karen.
Right now it's not running.
I was trying to do wheelies. I wanted to go back on the back wheels and slip down the front walk that way.
Yeah.
I'm Empress of the kitchen. No, not me. No. Donna's a better cook than I am. She's really a wonderful cook. I love her food. Let's see.
I will be diplomatically quiet on that question.
That's perfectly all right. Because I know you like her spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, I
You
do.
ask for it every time. And her
She makes really
makes
good spaghetti sauce.
and her stew. Isn't it her stew that you
Yeah,
like too?
her stew is great. Donna is an excellent cook. There's no doubt about it.
I agree. And she makes fancy foods that I don't.
Well,
Okay, what else is going on? Y'all are suddenly very
okay,
quiet.
let's see. Jambalaya, chili, real hamburgers and bagels. But on the chair thing, I'm sure we'll get it running again. It's just a matter of time. And, these things are pretty touchy. So if one little connection goes wrong, it can screw everything up seemingly pretty bad. But Tim has already said if we can't get it running, he'll come back down again from where he is, which is what,
Up near Dallas.
up by Dallas. He'll come back down again. And I told him, I said, you come down here, Tim, and you jiggle one wire. When it wasn't working, it was because I did not have the charging unit turned on, which I didn't realize you needed to do. So the battery kept running down. I couldn't figure out. I mean, I was plugging it in to charge it, but I didn't have the charger turned on, although it was plugged in too. There was a switch that I didn't see. So sure enough, he says, do you have the charger turned on? I said, what? Charger turned on? It's plugged in. Oh, no, there's a little switch. So I flipped the switch, the lights come on, and it charged. And I was very embarrassed.
Donna, what I do when I get the celery end sprouted is put it in moist soil, cover it with what I usually use is a Mountain Dew bottle over the top to keep the moisture in. And when it has had time to form a good root system, I take that off and put it outside and let it grow. Celery is one of the easiest things I know of to grow. Uh-oh, Carrie. Her husband Murray has been experimenting in the kitchen. What's he making? Sometimes my experiments don't turn out too well, and sometimes they turn out pretty good.
Well, I've always told Kate I'll try anything she makes once.
And some of them it's only once.
And there's been a few of them that have been once.
Yep. Well, not everybody can have a hit every time.
No,
So.
that's for sure. Yeah.
I'm also going to be doing some things with my son, Evan. So.
Yeah, we can sit there and watch it sit in the sun.
No,
This is our sun oven. It's cooking.
No, what I would do
This is our sun oven. It's cooking.
You show them how you put everything in the right pot and the right size, and then you stick it in and let it cook, and you come back when it's done, pull it out and show them, just like you do in the oven in the kitchen.
Yep. This is our sun oven. It's cooking. So yeah, it's an
Probably
exciting.
Not, I'm mad.
It's an exciting piece of gear.
Amy's laughing at you. This is my son, Evan. It's cooking. Jason Prince, I didn't even see you. Hi, welcome. It's good to see you came in.
What are you doing over there, Bravo? He's soaking his
Today
food
he
over there.
used the muffin tray, lined it with bacon, filled it with eggs, cheese, and milk. Would have been better with a bit of cream instead of milk, and topped with a slice of tomato. Okay, but actually, I would have mixed the eggs with the cream and put cheese on the bottom, on top of the bacon, but on the bottom, and then a piece of crusty bread on the top, and folded the bacon over and cooked that.
Bacon. Oh, with egg, cheese, and milk.
I'm sorry?
I was reading that post.
Slice of tomato would be good, but the bread would seal it better. And then did he cook it for a long time or a very short time? That's the big problem I have. Oh, that's something else that I've just discovered. The Sun Oven is wonderful for eggs. They make boiled eggs that just slide out of the shells and all kinds of other things. Oh my goodness. Eli says he just paid $50 to have an electrician show him he had a bad power strip. Oh, that hurts so bad.
Yeah, that sucks.
Amy, we do
Your
have.
$12 power strip is bad. That'll be $50, please.
Yeah. Mm-mm-mm. We have enough heat here too, Amy. It's plenty hot here. Sounds nice. Not able to eat bread. Seems to have an intolerance, but I like the cheese on the bacon. Room to experiment. It was nice with hoisin sauce. Now that I wouldn't have thought to do either. Carrie, is your intolerance to wheat, or is it something else in the bread? I know I've had times in my life where I've been wheat intolerant, and it's not fun. I've even had to give up for a while gravies and pastas because of the wheat intolerance.
Could you do me a favor?
Sure.
Would you go get Kareem and Bravo and bring them over here, and we'll give them just a few minutes
Okay,
on camera.
certainly. I'll be right back, guys.
Kareem loves to be on camera, as does Bravo. So I figured the last few minutes that we're here, we'll let them out and give you guys a little peek. Come here, big guy. Come on, Kareem. There we go. Atta boy. There you go. You want to get up there for a little bit? There you go. And we'll bring Mr. Bravo over too. Yeah. Yeah. Get to see the birdies. Come on, Bravo. You want to come over too? Yeah. You want to come over? Come on, Bravo. There we go. Good boy. There's my big. Oh my goodness, you're so big. You're such a big guy. Yes, you are. Oh. Okay, there we go. Okay, yeah. Another country heard from. Yeah, you see yourselves on camera there, huh? You see yourselves there?
You lean this way.
Yeah.
You'll see better.
You see yourselves on camera there? Yeah. Oh, little bitty purr.
Group's definitely looking.
Yeah. Yeah, and Bravo's purring. And Bravo's purring. Yeah,
Good boy.
boys.
Good boy. Nice guys.
My good boys. Yeah, my good boys. Oh, you gonna groom my hair for me? Huh? You grooming my hair for me up there, Mr. Caribus? Huh?
Yeah, they are smart,
What you
Jason.
doing?
They really
What
are.
you doing? These my good boys. My
And
good
I'll bring
boys.
mine over in a few minutes, but I don't dare get mine
Yeah.
with these two because they fight.
Yeah, my good boys. You show me that wing? Show me those wings. Big wings.
Big wings, Bravo.
Come on. Big wings, Bravo. Come on. Here, come here. Oh, goodness. Oh, your claws are
Yes, you're
sharp.
right, Barefoot Chicken. Those are two very happy birds.
Yeah,
You
right
got
now.
a dirty beak. You
Show me
need to
those
wash
big
your
wings.
face.
Big wings.
Big wings.
Big wings.
Oh,
There you
look
go.
at that. Good boy.
Yeah, big wings. Show me those big wings. Oh, look at that wing. Looky there. Huh? What's that? What's
That's
that big
gorgeous.
wing? Mwah. Yeah, big wings. Come show me big wings. Yeah, the big
He's our
wings.
middle boy.
Yeah, the big wings. Mwah.
Mine is the baby.
Yeah,
This
you
one's
want
the
up there?
middle-aged one, and the other one on
How
the other
about
side
this?
is our old curmudgeon.
Come on, step up. There you go. Okay, there we go. Yeah, let's turn you around too. Yeah, you want to show me those wings? Show me wings.
Big wings.
Let's see wings. You want to show me those wings? Oh, that boy. There you
Oh,
go.
look at those wings.
There we go. Yeah.
Beautiful wings. Good
Up
boy.
you go. Okay. Can you tilt that back just a little bit so we can see their heads?
Thank you for coming, Susie. I'll see you in a
There
little
you go.
while.
That's good right there. That's perfect.
Thanks, Thrifty. They're very good birds as well. Murray's trying to get himself below the diabetic danger zone. He's not got it, but it's gone above the safe level, so I'm working on the same diet. No pasta. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Bandana Grandma's getting ready to set up for her live stream.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to go moderate for her when we're done here.
Yeah, I did. When I was in the hospital, they kept saying, "Are you diabetic?" No. You know, do you have high blood pressure? No. You know, I mean, other than the things that were going on with me, I was pretty healthy. So
Thank you, Donna.
everything that's supposed to be going old with an old man isn't. But yeah, I am feeling a lot better. Thank you, Donna. Yeah, it's a good boys. What you doing up there, huh? Yeah. That's some happy sounds there, by the way. Those are kind of like purrs. And then here
Here's
comes
the
the
baby.
big old Gandy.
This is my
It's
baby.
the big old Gandy
Watch
guy.
your toe. You're hurting, Mama.
Yeah,
Thank you. Good boy.
the good boys.
Yeah.
So this is our crew right here.
Yeah.
This is the main reason we get up in the morning. Arg. Yeah, peekaboo to you
Maybe
too.
that's excellent.
Peekaboo to you too.
Heaven's Essential says no more of that hospital nonsense, David.
Yeah, I don't really care for that.
That's my boy. Yeah.
I've been there, done that too many times.
Thank you, Jason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Mr. Bravo. Yeah, look at you, Mr. Bravo.
I see you.
What are you doing?
He was extremely healthy until a heart attack 3 years ago. And then downhill all the way. He's determined to get sorted. He's skinny. I need to lose weight. Oh, that's always great, isn't it? Oh, yeah. That's my boy.
Yeah, that little budgie that loves to eat green peppers.
Yeah.
Most birds like even hot peppers. They'll eat jalapenos and stuff like that. These guys not so much, but
Going
yeah.
Yeah. No.
Says, yep, hospitals lose their cuteness about 5 hours in. After that, I'm working on where to dig my tunnels. I heard that.
There you go. Good boy.
I heard that. I've actually checked out of hospitals against medical advice. Back in Tallahassee, they were giving me a real big runaround one time.
Nacho and Blue are asleep on the couch, Donna. That's our dog and cat.
And I decided to just call them on it. I said, I'm done here. Check me out. Well, the doctor's not going to be in until in the morning. I said, fine. I won't be here when he comes in. Check me out now. And they, oh boy, they were ticked. They came in and slammed things around. And, you know, when they went to lay down the clipboard for me to sign myself out, they slammed it down on the bed and said, here, sign this.
Say hello.
I said, gladly. And I was gone.
Say it again. Say hello.
But I don't like hospitals. I don't like doctors either, but they have their place, don't they? Peekaboo, peekaboo.
Jenny was saying
What's a
hello
pirate
a
say?
second ago.
What's a pirate say? Arg.
We've both
Hard.
been known to do that
Yeah.
too, Eli.
Yep. Yeah, you big fellas. You my big fellas. Yes, you are. You my big birdie guys. Yeah, you are. I just thought y'all might like to see him before we sign off here.
Yeah, Amy, they do talk, but when they're in the mood for it. They don't talk on demand, only when they feel like saying something. Kind of like us. Yeah. Yeah.
Now, as far as being vocal, this one here is very vocal, but it's not words. But he talks to Kate all the time, just like that little bit right there. I mean, he communicates with her. Kate understands him pretty well.
Look at those wings. Look at Judy, show the big wings. Big wings. Look at those wings. Yay, good boy. Give me kisses. Mwah. Thank you. His wings will never open up as far as some of the other birds because when he was little, he didn't get to fledge. He couldn't fly. So.
He was treated very badly as a young bird. Teach him to type.
Teach him to type. Listen, if they tried to type with these beaks, we'd have to buy new keyboards every time they tried. Yeah.
Leslie, do you know what kind of cockatoo it is?
Hello.
Because there's several different varieties. Is it a big one?
Cool.
Is it an umbrella where it has a fan that goes up on its head? And the larger ones.
Good, Mark. Oh, goodness, I'm sorry.
What are you being irritable about, huh? Yeah, the big voice.
Did you see what Mark Danny said?
Yeah, the dog did tricks.
Yeah, they're friends, not circus acts.
Yeah, they'd be good moderators for us.
I don't know. Gandhi doesn't like to share my time with anybody. He
That's
probably
true.
just sent
He
everybody
just
away.
shut everybody down. That's probably true.
Yeah, Gandhi spends most of his time on my shoulder, wandering around, even when I'm doing laundry or cleaning or vacuuming or anything. So he spends a lot of time with me. Yeah.
Okay.
Aw. He's a
Yeah, the
boy.
common white cocky found in Victoria. That's,
Peekaboo.
I tell you, I would love to see. I mean, I've seen them, but the black palm cockatoo is really something to see. I'd love to see one again.
Sweetie,
Yeah, time to
it
go.
is time to go. So
Okay. Well,
folks, it was
folks,
wonderful seeing you today. I need to go put this one down and get over to Bandana Grandma's. I promised her I would moderate for her today.
thank you very much for coming by. Thank you for all your prayers and your wishes about my health. I do appreciate it very much. So
I would say, what? What's the matter?
until next time,
Hmm?
until next time,
Yes. Till next time, take care and God bless. Bye.
thank you.